Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out this Zayn Malik High Notes studio versus live video. So this is going to be one of those cool moments where we get to see the thing we all know already, which is that Zayn's live vocals can outshine a studio performance, which is fucking incredible. So I'm looking forward to this. I do want to give a huge shout out to Alex, who actually sent this video. Thank you so much for supporting me over on Patreon. It means so much to me. Before we dive in, I do want to plug my Patreon. I have so much content when it comes to One Direction, Zayn Malik, any of the solo members of One Direction. I have documentary watch parties. We've done full uncut album reactions to Zayn's albums, as well as the other members of One Direction, as well as all the One Direction albums. There's so much content over there. So if you guys want to support me, means the world to me. Links in the description. But with all those things out of the way, I'm super excited to dive into this. I love Zayn, and we're just going to give him essentially 11 minutes to show off. So let's do it. He's such a mood. Okay. So hold on. Okay, I'm not going to try to stop every one of these, but I do want to say with that, the thing that's cool that you can really tell with live music, remember in a studio session, you're going to be controlled right away. Like you can only do so much with the voice, and then once it's recorded, it's done. The thing is, once it's out and you've been able to perform it live, you know where you have room to do a little bit of ad-libbing, run a line a little bit longer. And I think that's what we're going to see time and time again through this video, is that Zayn really knows how to utilize those moments to really enhance his voice. Yes. Okay, let's do it. Oh, shit. Those little vocal runs, come on.
I don't know why it's you. It's you. It's you.
God, Zayn is such a vibe. God damn. Dude. He's so angelic when he sings.
I don't know why.
I always love Zayn doing this style. Let's do it. What the? He really is like on a whole other planet sometimes with his live vocals. It's incredible. Oh, okay. Okay, Okay, hold on. I know the audio quality of this one is not good, but if you can manage to get through those sounds, listen to how good that run is. I'm sure someone has another video of that. He's incredible, dude. What the fuck? Yes. Oh my God. You know, one of the things that I really love about him when he was in One Direction is because of what he's capable of, because of the kind of like power that he has throughout his voice. These vocal runs that he does, whenever he was in One Direction, he would have these massive moments, and I love how it would fill such a big space, and then like everybody else would like have these vocals over it, but to have him kind of doing those runs, dude, always sounded so great because he added just this beautiful level of texture to those songs, especially when you hear them live.
I love this feeling right now. I wish you were here with me. 'Cause right now, everything is new to me.
Yes.
You know I can't fight the feeling, and every night I feel it. Right now, I wish you were here with me.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
I wish you were here with me. 'Cause right now, everything is new with me.
Oh, sorry, one more time.
Everything is new with me.
Oh, that part right there. One more.
Everything is new with me.
Oh, that little vibrato.
You know I can't fight the feeling. Every night I feel it. Right now, I wish you were here with me. Tell me you love.
Ooh, Blonde Zayn.
Tell me you love.
I mean, what? That was like, talk about like a live versus like studio that couldn't have been more gnarly right there. Like, it sounded so good in Tell Me a Lie, but the style he took for the next one, it was just like, oh my God, this is why we bow down to Zayn.
Tell me you love.
What? This one's gonna be good.
Best song ever. It was your best song ever. It was your best song ever. Best song ever.
God. It's crazy to me how like he does it so effortlessly too. Like, I don't know if when I say that people think that is some sort of like maybe like a diss or something. It's absolutely not. It is, and I'm sure nobody even thinks that, but if you do, the reason I say that is like, imagine if I could ever even get maybe 10% of that note, it would be through max effort on my part. He is nailing that note as if it's just a Tuesday. Like, that's what I mean by that. Like, that shows the level of talent, dedication he's had to making himself continue to get better and better. That vocal control is incredible. I'm listening to it again. God. I like that he'll just take those runs forever.
When you leave it down, I might just die inside. You just don't feel. 'Cause I can love you more than this, yeah. When you leave it down, I might just die inside.
That isn't that just like incredible? Like, can you imagine if you could like hang out with your friends and like someone pulls out a guitar and you're just Zayn? Like, imagine that life experience if you were Zayn in a room full of instruments and people were like, "Hey man, you want to like run through the song?" And you're like, "Yeah, dude, no big deal." I can't wait. Give us that live. Woo! Man, but just like with so much swag too. That's what I'm saying. Like that effortless, that swaggy look, being able to just kind of like leisurely walk down, just nailing these runs is incredible. Listen to how perfect that is. What? Oh my God. I love his little blonde streak there. One more. Oh my God. Oh my God. Him being able to do those big runs like that, it's actually why I really liked hearing him do like the sort of like pop punk, pop rock kind of thing that One Direction did for a lot of their music, because it's not the style that Zayn went and did when he went and did his own stuff with his R&B and everything. And so when I think back to like just how incredible his voice was even then and even now, hearing him over these like rock style songs is cool. He adds a really fun element to it, which I think I've always talked about how One Direction kind of reminds me of like an arena rock band, in the sense that when they'd play these shows, it'd be this huge live band. They've got the pyros going on. They're essentially a rock band, right? And then you'd have elements like Zayn with these like beautiful R&B runs through this rock music, which was fucking awesome. It's like the bandana look. I love his fashion choices, especially in 2014. Let's do it. Oh, that audio quality. hold on. Let me take that in. Okay, so I'm thinking that like there was either a whatever video they downloaded here, or maybe they had a problem with copyright and they like tried to mute it or something. So we're gonna do our best to hear Zayn through this. He definitely made eye contact with somebody. Make eye contact with me. I should make that the sound when people text me. Let's go.
She's not afraid. She's not afraid. I know she's so
Oh my God. Okay. I do feel like it cuts us off at a cool part, but still. Oh. Okay, wait a minute. Two things to talk about here. One, I don't think I've ever seen this performance because that hair. This has got to be one of my favorite looks from Zayn right now. He's got like the full 2000s emo going on in full effect right here. Oh yeah. Just want to give my whole heart to him. One more time. Oh my God, wait. It's not going to make it easy for us to hear that again, is it? Let's do it. Let's try. Okay, that was fucking awesome. Here's the thing. I already knew right away, autotune, no autotune. At the end of the day, Zayn Malik's not using autotune in the way that people think that people in music use autotune. That man can sing, and if you ever need any proof, this is great evidence of that. What I love so much is like, I've always been a fan of him in One Direction and his studio work. I feel like he has a voice that is just so angelic. It is magical. It doesn't even make any sense sometimes. I hear him do some of the stuff in his voice, and this is just on records, and I'm like, oh my God, you're incredible. And remember, the thing about a record and a studio, it matters in the sense that a studio is arguably like the most perfect version of it you can make, right? Because you have every single thing at your disposal. You have every instrument, every audio effect, everything to make everything sound good. So for all intents and purposes, studio versus live really matters, because if you can't make those songs come to life in the same way or better, then why do people come see you, you know? Now, I don't even care if it sounds worse. I like live music better. I just personally feel like it is a much better experience. However, that is not to say that, like, you know, any of that really matters, because here what you're hearing is Zayn going toe to toe with the most perfect version of himself. And to be honest, live was always even better, because the studio ones are perfect. It's fucking Zayn. They're perfect. But the live ones, in my opinion, it's because after you've recorded these songs, you learn a lot of the spacing and timing. And when you've been performing them live, you know what you can do with different parts of your voice for these songs. And so I think what we get is a bigger experience with all of these songs because he's able to take these runs and hold them longer. He's able to add vibrato. He's able to change the notes up, do a different run, add another note here. This is all stuff that's going to take something we already love and it's going to rewrap it in an even better package. And we're going to love that every single time. But the other thing too is hearing Zayn while skipping around on stage, maybe into song 8, maybe song 10, maybe 40th night on the tour, and he's still hitting those notes and they sound that fucking great every single time. That's amazing. And at the end of the day, because I'm such a fan of him as a person too, I think about, okay, you're doing all this. I have no excuse because you were doing all that, especially around the One Direction times and even in your solo stuff. You were dealing with so much anxiety and you were still able to get out there. And I think about that all the time. Every time I see him do something, I'm like, damn, bro, like I have to remember that like other people also struggle with the same shit that I do. And the only difference is being able to show up. And I think that Zayn inspires me in a lot of ways when I see him do that. So I love the fact that I get the best version of Zayn when he's live. And that's when he's at his most that's when I would assume would be fighting with himself the most. So this is incredible. Again, just another great reason why I think that just because maybe you're not a fan of One Direction or you never listened to One Direction or, you've only ever heard whatever about One Direction and so you never gave them a chance. This is why I think it's really important that you have to be able to open your mind and to listen to music that you want, because then you find One Direction or you find Zayn or then you start finding all these artists that are just so talented. And then you're like, wow, why did those bands get made fun of or get talked about so much? Or why do the fans get made fun of? Because you listen to the band and it's like, oh my God, this band's extremely fucking talented. It seems really silly that you waste your time talking about people who enjoy really good music like this. But that's just me. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you guys check out Patreon. So much One Direction, Zayn, all kinds of content, over 400 videos. If you guys want to check those out, links in the description. I love y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out and stopping by. Huge shout out to Alex. Thanks for requesting this. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.